Hi there, my name is Jesse, and here is Zagai. I bring you another tutorial, but this one is on common actions. Basically, what they can do, and something that you could basically kind of learn for your game, especially if you're making a Metroidvania, Castlevania kind of game. Here, I actually have my game I've been working on lately, but something I was trying to figure out was how to get an enemy to get stunned, show an animation page like they're hurt, but still the same animation, and like just to change the colors, and then go right back to where they were in their exact actions without having to disrupt the flow of those actions. And I tried to get that to work properly, just doing normal object actions, by creating a whole bunch of different forks and whatnot. It didn't work too well, and I thought, oh, maybe received damage would work. I could uh, turn on a switch and then go like do it out here, and then when the switch is over, it would go away, but then it wouldn't go back to what was down here, to what it was doing. But then I found out, wait, common actions, how does that work? It will literally take you back once the action is done. It'll take you back to where you were in your previous action at its state. So this way you can continue doing, or the action will continue right where it left off. So this way there's no real interruption in the action that's going on. uh, all that happens is that your common action is uh, is done, and then it goes right back to what it was doing. So that's that small interruption, and then it's done. It also kind of cuts down on the object's programming a little bit. Like here, I don't have to have it destroyed, or I don't have to have a destroyed action that branches out from all of these different ones. I can just do one action and it's done. So here, let me explain how this works. Or let me actually also show how this works. Right here, the character's attacking, but the thing is that when it's like normally if you would attack the enemy, oh, it looks like it got stuck in a loop. Oh, there we go. There's some stuff I need to fix, but essentially, this one will show you. I'll show you a much better idea of what I'm talking about. It's walking. It gets stunned. It goes right back to its walking animation without issue. Um, Basically, especially if an enemy is moving, you want them to be able to get stunned in place, change their animation to look like they've been hit, while still using the exact same animation that they're currently using, and then go back to normal. And then when they die, they're stuck on the animation that they were doing, and show a little, I guess, death animation or a part like showing particles of their death, and then go from there. So, how do you do that? So what you want to do is what you want to do is basically set up your object the way you want, idle, charge, ready, fireball, and all the connections to it. And then you're basically going back and like doing a nice big old loop. What this thing will do is that when you create a common action, you tell it what to look for. Damaged. In this case, if all the conditions are met, HP is not 0, and it's hit by an attack detection by all objects. Then it goes to the actual damaged action. Takes over a motion. Then you change the animation set to, in this case, hit. And what that does is it changes the sorcerer to this hit animation, where it shows it black and white. And obviously the flames are still there because, well, it doesn't need to, it doesn't have to worry about that. Oh, and I think I understand why it didn't work on when being turned around is because I forgot to change the the animation timings. So I did change them to be shorter, but I forgot to change it on the other side as well. It looks like Death Effects is not there either. Curious. Well, either way, that's probably why it didn't work when showing the animations when the sorcerer died, was because they're not set up on the when it's facing right. So I'll just kind of quickly do that real quick. Apparently I repeat myself a lot. So let's go ahead and add this in for the right side keyframe. Oh geez. Let's put that back into place. Make sure that's right. That's right. Okay, good. Well, either way. Okay. Now that we have that back in, now that we actually have that properly fixed. So it changes the animation set, as you saw, to this. Then it stops the animation. This is thanks to Baz on the Discord server talking about entering -2 pauses the animation where it's like wherever it is. Then we added a small wait time action, and then we changed the animation set back to normal. So it goes back to its regular color palette like this. Then we re-enable the animations, -1. We wait for that to be done. And then after a certain time passes, basically after all of this is finished, 0.5 seconds, which I do for the, I set it up for the same amount of time for invulnerability, 0.5 seconds. If any condition is met, then it'll just go right back to previous action box. That's the nice part right there, previous action box. Now, if we wanted to destroy it, we link the first one, hit bind attack detection. It's basically the same thing as being damaged, but this time you are checking to see if HP is 0. Then you destroy it. Make sure that it takes over an action. Same thing with damaged. Takes over an action. Or takes over a motion, not an action. Takes over a motion. Okay. And here, I basically showed the showing of particles. Played playback of Sork Death, which is basically just a sound that it makes when it dies. Pauses the animation. Applies the flash to the screen. Then it removes it after 0.02 seconds. We wait 1 second. Show the next particles, which is enemy death, along with a whole bunch of audio. And then we destroy the object. Now what we want to do is we actually want to put a time of anything longer than what it takes to finish the action. In this case, adding up all the time here leads up to, let's see, ignoring this real quick, 1 second. Point is a 1.12345. So it's actually going to be 1.52 seconds. But I put 2 seconds so that this way, by the time it gets to destroy, the object is destroyed and it can't actually finish. If you put change unconditionally, the object will just, it won't work properly. You could also just do a destroyed action out here, but then you'd have to link every single one of these to that action. This just makes it a little bit easier. So now, if we go to the game, there you go. Simple. Very, very simple. This will cut down on your object actions. In fact, if you look at Skeleton, it's literally only just the 1 plus the 2 common actions. Same kind of actions, just with some different changes. And yeah, it basically does the same thing. And all this requires is movement. That's it. Probably also going to have it follow the player instead. So, excuse me. Move that. Probably should turn on ignore switching. Oh, it doesn't even switch. It doesn't change motion. I should probably have kept that on my own. But either way, when it comes to common actions, you can basically do a whole bunch of different things with it. And you can cut down on actions. Like I said, this basically only has the 1 action plus the 2 common actions, which still appear here in the action programs, but you can kind of condense it a lot more to clean up your action programs, and also to have something that will take you right back to where you were in your action boxes and things like that. So this way it doesn't disrupt the flow of what's going on, at least not from what I saw. Either way, I hope you found this informative, and if you liked it, you can leave a like, you can leave a comment. If you want to get more of this kind of content, you can go ahead and subscribe as well, and let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see. Otherwise, my name is Jesse, and I'll see you next time.